digital isn't a medium. Digital is an environment, and the place for digital within the broader context is everywhere. And those organisations that accept and integrate that notion into their business will be able to leverage their business in a physical or in a virtual or digital platform. So I think referring to digital as a channel is no longer relevant because of the coverage that digital has in everyday living. So I think digital is now normal. Convergence has already taken place in the consumer and human perspective. Consumers, readers, viewers, listeners have already converged, and the marketplace is now playing a catch-up to the consumer. So the lines are already blurred. One side of the equation, the consumer, has less blurring those because they're living their lives in a new world, and the media is or has been, I guess, originated from what was a non-digital world and is now playing catch-up. So our view is that the lines will remain blurry for the next 3 to 4 years. The mobile device is probably the most significant de-blurring phenomenon that we will see, and you can see that the evidence of that is really starting to get traction with simple things like the level of search taking place on the mobile device, the way in which Google Maps is now integrated into everyday living. And I think what we'll see is more and more of that shift in other forms of content and other forms of consumer needs. Well, I think because mobile is a mobile medium, the media that you can consume in a mobile manner lend themselves best to doing that. So I would argue newspapers, print, any form of medium that you can carry on your person or with you in a travel sense is going to accompany a mobile platform and the mobile ecosystem really, really well. But in saying that, what we are seeing through the more traditional channels like television and radio is a mobile iteration of their own platforms. And all you need to do is look to markets like Korea and Japan, where televisions have, through DMB, have integrated into a mobile device through what is a very fast, broadband network and technology, and it lends itself to having pretty much all media lend themselves to that. The outdoor space is also a big opportunity area as well. Well, I guess the most unique feature that print has, and in particular newspapers, is it is the source of news into market. So historically, print has been the starting point for how news gets disseminated around the world, and without doubt in the Australian marketplace. So that's probably the most unique feature that print has as a channel. How and what it plays in the current marketplace is it's one of the most significantly changing channels that the marketplace is dealing with, and that's a combination of reader and consumer change, but also the way in which the newspaper organisations are actually reshaping and reforming their go-to-market strategies. So they are big tectonic plates within our industry. What they do, how they change, and the rate at that change is of huge significance to the marketplace. So having a stronger understanding of the core engagement and the core reader dynamics is key to us staying ahead of that change and being able to make that change leverageable for our client base and for us as communication specialists.
Sure.
Well, I guess having a deeper understanding of how a consumer traverses across physical and digital platforms is a good step forward. We expect that as Emma evolves in its own right, that's going to give us a stronger understanding, and as other channels evolve themselves, Emma will be in a really, really advantageous position to capture that shift and enable the market to understand the speed of that evolution and the impact on consumers. So, our decision to engage and to bring Emma into our business is one of a long-term nature, and taking that view and being prepared to watch and accept that things will change, and understanding why and how things are changing is really, I guess, the cornerstone to positioning ourselves.